Welcome to WigganRC, and it's a great night to work on your RC car. So, as you can see, we've stripped down the car. So today I'm going to take out center diff, the front diff and the rear diff, and I'm going to replace the fluids with, and there's a picture of the front end. So what I'm going to be doing today is replacing the diff oils with probably going to go 5,000 weight diff oil in the front. I'm going to put 7,000 in the middle, and we're going to put 3,000 in the rear. So we'll see how that goes. These are diff oils you can buy from any model store, Team Lozzie Racing diff oils. On top of that, from our trusted old friend, the Plague bearings. I've bought a set of ceramic bearings. So I'm going to be replacing the steel bearings that we get stock. Okay, that's in focus there. And I was going to put in these sealed bearings there, but instead I'm going to try out these ceramic bearings and see how we go. So that's tonight's project. We've basically already dismantled the front diff housing, and I've reassembled the diff and put the ceramic bearings back in. Now we've put 5,000 in the front already, so that's ready to go. Now we're running a 34 tooth pinion at the moment. So what I didn't realise is that the new Interg 38 tooth, the bolts are slightly rubbing on the motor, so I'm going to have to adjust that. This is the new spur gear, and that's the one from Interg. I may not shim the diffs this time around. I'm going to see how it performs, and I've ordered some shim sets, so I'll see how it performs and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to get cracking at filling up the rest of this center diff with 7,000 weight diff oil, and then reassemble everything with the ceramic bearings. So I'll probably do a bit of a time lapse, a bit of a laborious job. I also will take out the bearing that's inside the diff there and replace that with 8mm by 19 by 6. So I will replace that as well with the ceramic bearings, just to see how we go. Now obviously ceramic bearings aren't supposed to last as long as the other bearings, so I'll keep an eye on them to see what kind of performance I get from them. Okay, so hang tight while I do a bit of work. So now we've disassembled most of the steering. You'll notice that there are some steel bushes that basically come as those there. So I'll just flick that out, and there's also one this side. I'll flick that out when I turn it upside down. Now I'm going to be replacing these bearings with the ceramic bearings also. So that is going to really make a big difference on the steering once these bearings have been replaced. Let's just grab this. So as you can see, they're just a steel bush. It's not even actually a bearing, so just a steel bush. So I'll be replacing those, and then I'll be just undoing the diff cup there and replacing the two bearings in the differential gearbox housing. So basically I can get to the diff inside there. So then I'll re-grease everything and put stuff back together. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so we've put the diffs back in and we've reassembled all of the bearings in the servo steering mount, and we've put everything back into place. So now all what's left to do is disassemble the rear diff, take out the diff cups, I don't know if you can see it there at the back, and then put in the remaining ceramic bearings here. So that goes in, and then the remaining two 8x16x5s in the diff. So we ended up replacing all of the steering servo bushes with some sealed bearings. So that's there, and again from Plague Bearings. So that's been done. So now it's just a rear build of the diff and assemble everything, and we're done. So hold tight again. Okay, so as you can see, we've finished all of the assembly, done the 3 diffs, front, center and back, and we've replaced all of the steel bearings with ceramic bearings. A little trick, a lot of people have said how taking off the diff cups are very, very difficult because of the red thread lock on them. I had a similar problem, but I learned a little trick a while ago where you simply use any nail polish remover and it basically eats away at the thread lock. So working that in a little bit actually helps take it out very easily. Now, I must remind everybody to, when they're taking out off the front, to remember to put all these little spacers back in the steering, and remember to replace all of the parts. Obviously on your tool bench, if you look on your little work area and there's no screws left, you know that you've replaced everything. So again, just a quick recap, we've replaced all of the differential fluids, and we've used 5,000 weight, 7 in the middle and 3,000 in the rear. So hopefully this will really help get our car running and get up to that 100 miles an hour very quickly. We've got an Interg 38 tooth spur and a 34 tooth pinion, and we're going to run 6S, so there's some speed runs coming up. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. Comment, share and subscribe, and if you've got any questions, just send me a message and I'll try and see if I can help you guys out. Okay, so it's Richard signing off. Have a great night.